Alright, got a radiator for my MG Midget. One problem, big hole in it. So hopefully I get that fixed. Tried to get a new one online, didn't really work out. I found a guy close enough. He fixes radiators, so I'm going to be dropping this off tomorrow. But I need to get it out of this mount or whatever it's in. So I'll show you that, and then tomorrow I'll be dropping it off, or if I can't do it, my parents will do it, hopefully. Alright, well, I'm struggling very much to get this radiator out of the mount. I'll tell you the story of how I got the circle in the radiator in the first place. So, it all started with me thinking I was smart, which is probably the biggest mistake. But me thinking I'm smart and all, I'm like, oh, I could change out the water pump in this car. I'm a confident young man, or competent, one of those, I don't know. Probably not that much of either, but I'm getting sidetracked. But it was nice day to work on a car, so I'm like, oh, I'll take the water pump out. I did all the good stuff. Got the radiator out, took the fan off, put the new pump on, replaced the hoses. Everything was going good so far. So doing that, I put it all back on, thought I had it right. Turns out I didn't have one of the fan bolts on tight enough. Or maybe a couple, I don't remember, but probably one. So we're like, oh, me and my dad were all excited. We're like, oh, let's take it for a drive. It's not leaking anything. It's keeping the engine cool. So we took a nice little drive. Drove for about 10-15 minutes. It's making some noises. We didn't know if it was grinding gears or what. It was the longest we've driven it since we got it, because it didn't have coolant working before. But that was going all nice until we got to right about where we were going to turn around. And then it started squirting coolant up in the air. Then we realized that we had an issue. So it had a nice little circle in the radiator. We got to get our truck, nice little ratchet strap. It definitely wasn't made for towing a car. Drove for the 10-minute drive home, and then let it sit for a while. This is where we ended up. Alright, so an update is I got a radiator. Here. So I was trying to fix the other one, but long story short, it was cheaper to get a new one. Here it is. Hopefully it matches. Pretty sure it does. Let me grab it. So yeah. They match. One is a little better. I mean, there's a part taken off of this one, so that's why it looks a little different on that end. But, I gotta put this on a mount. On this. So, it shouldn't be too hard. Because it's like 2 screws. But, let me figure that out here. So, I was kind of stupid and didn't really clean off my desk or anything. So you can see it's all kind of dirty. So I think I'm just going to do it on the floor because I'm lazy. And I'm skinny, so it doesn't hurt to be on the floor. So you get the view of the floor. Let me show you kind of where it's going. This isn't my first time taking the radiator out, because I had to put a new water pump in there once. The water pump is that silver thing there. That's all you can really see of the water pump. It's a little more of it, where that black pipe attaches to and everything. But yeah, I've already got everything off on the old one because I just took it off when it broke. But now I'm gonna figure out how to get this new one attached, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, here I am trying to put the radiator in the mount, which should be easy. Probably is easy for most people, but wasn't easy for me. So, I think my main problem was just, I should have got a new mount. I mean, I got a new radiator. I didn't think of it, because if I'm being honest, I don't think much. My head's pretty blank pretty often. But I mean, what I did works. So I fiddled with it for a minute. It's kind of hard to make it fit. So I realized after about 10 minutes of messing around with it, I'm like, this isn't gonna work. So I had to get a drill it out a little bit, and it all worked out. But you get to watch me squirm for 10 minutes here. Well, at least you don't have to watch the full 10 minutes. I did when I was editing. I don't know why, but I did, and I want those 10 minutes back. Alright, well, here's a little view of where the problem is. So if you look at that one, it's good. That one's a little off. But when I get to this other side here, you can see the one that is really, really kind of messed up. Yeah, that one right there. Alright, so now I'm putting the fan on. Because you'll see my solution to the bolt issue in a minute. But right now, I'm going to try not to have the same problem happening that happened before. So I got Loctite. What happened before is one of these little bolts kind of just popped out and dug into the radiator. I don't want that to happen again, so I'll put some thread tight on there. Thread lock, whatever it's called. Let me kind of line the fan up. Alright, I guess I gotta get one going. I think I'm gonna do 2 on loose, just to get lined up, and then I'll do the thread locker. So once I put it on, I'm not fiddling around. Alright, got 2 holding it. Now I'm gonna get 2 with the thread lock on. Alright, get on this one. Alright. Two down, 2 to go. Alright, I don't really know if I put enough Loctite on there, but we'll see how it goes. But I guess it's too late to be thinking about that now, but we'll see. We'll see. I bet you it worked. Who knows? So, there's all the bolts. Just locked them in. Got them as tight as I could. I put the radiator in, which I have over here. So I got that new radiator on the bolts. It ended up working. I just kind of cleaned them out a little. And I had to drill out the mount a little bit because it was a little too wide. Or like the mount was a little off to where the bolts line up. But I'm just gonna get that going. I'll set up the camera and I'll be right back. Alright, if you're a car guy or a clamp guy, in the comments let me know if you're supposed to put it on tight or loose. I don't know. That's all mounted on down there. I'll try to get it to focus down there, but Doesn't like to focus that far, but got that one. So for now, I just kind of put the clamps on kind of medium tight. So we'll see how that goes. I'll just be checking in on them, and we'll see if it shows up in a video with a problem or not. Alright, so I'm putting the bolts on. I think I only have two. Bottom, you can see it's all rusted out. The other one you can't really see, but right. Yeah, if you look through there, it's kind of rusted where it doesn't work. And I think the bolts fell out anyway. But I've got these two, and that should hold it in for now. So I don't know if this shot's centered, but we'll see. That might annoy some people, but alright. I'm gonna do the easier one first because that's what I want to do. So I probably should have gotten a new radiator mount because 2 screws isn't the best, but I don't know, I really had the car shaking a little bit ago. You'll see it in another video, but I bet you we'll stay. I haven't checked it since then, but we'll see. But I can't really move it, which is good because I mounted it. So next I'm going to fill it up with some coolant. I'm going to wait a day to run it because that's how long it says it takes for the Loctite to kind of lock in. And I don't want the bolts to fly out and rip up my radiator a second time. Especially if it's a brand new one I paid $300-something for, because I'm not made of money, so I'd like to spend that on other stuff. Well, there's all that. All the pipes are attached. I'm gonna eat some lunch and probably put the coolant in and give it a day. But I'll see you then. Got some coolant. Let me get this open. I forgot a wrench. Let me grab that. All right. Alright, there's that opened. Set that where I won't lose it. Got my thing of coolant here. I don't know how to really tell how much is enough. Alright, so as I was pouring this nice coolant I just bought, I didn't realize that it pretty much was all leaking. I don't know if it all was, but a good amount I wasted, so that's good. Maybe that's not good. I don't know. People that like the environment probably won't like that. But yeah, you'll see me find it out in a second. It's dripping from somewhere. Oh. That's not good. Alright, we're starting this up here. Okay. Neutral. And give it a go. Let's give it a go. See if I blow something up. Well, it's one way to do it. Oh, there it is. I don't know how good the audio is, but there's a little issue. It's an old British car, and there's always a little issue. But there's something leaking in there. I don't want to have this running for too long, because the coolant isn't exactly working. So I'm gonna turn it off then. But it runs. Oh, there's one more thing. Whole thing I was checking is if the RPM gauge works. So let's try to give it another little. So, the RPM gauge doesn't work. The reason I was checking that is because the leak, I don't know if it all leaked out, but when there was the leak, I don't know if you can see residue anymore because it's been like a week because I'm lazy, but it was leaking right in that direction. You can't really. So, now you can kind of see it. It's not, I can't point at it, but right in the center of the screen, you see this kind of wire. And where it connects to that bolt, right in the center there, you can see that little spring wire looking thing. It's right from there it's leaking. Alright, this is the best camera angle you're getting. Alright, I'm a little guy with little hands, but that was a pain to reach. That was a pain. Oh. Well, I have a drain plug under there. Yay, it's in the right spot. But this is where my leak's coming from. I'm gonna have to add more coolant because I drained it all out, but I don't know how to really check it. It's fixed before I put it back in, but I'll see. Alright, so I got it back on. Here's the one camera, you can see it. Let me get to focus on it. There we go. So, it's tighter. It's not exactly like as tight as it will go, but it's better. So I think I'm just gonna fill the radiator up with water and start the car again, see if it leaks. If it doesn't leak, I'm just gonna call that good and just check on it before or after I drive or stuff like that, because this car is never gonna be exactly reliable. Alright, I've got my funnel, my radiator. That might be enough water. Yeah, so at this point, I'm like, I'm not going to waste any more coolant if it's leaking, so I'm just putting water in, because, I don't know, it was like $17, but I got lucky. My mom bought it for me at Walmart, so I didn't even have to buy it, but I would have had to buy the other one, so I'm like, oh, I guess I'll save it now. But yeah, thanks to my mom for getting the coolant at Walmart for me, so I didn't have to go to the store. But yeah, it all worked out. So, now I think I can start it again. I don't think I got any water on the engine, but yeah, I think I got it. Let me open the garage so I don't kill myself. Doesn't look like it's leaking. If the fan isn't scraping, that's always good. Alright. Let's see if temperature gauge is showing anything. Temp about 120. I'll have to look back the other footage to see what it was showing before, but hopefully the gauge still works. But running a little smoother now.
chill for a second.
Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, maybe like and subscribe, because I do need to eventually make money off of this, because if I don't, I can't do it. So yeah, hopefully this goes viral. Maybe I'll be rolling in the dough. Maybe I'll get a cooler project car, but for now I just have this one. So you guys have to watch it and you will like it. Alright, well, I'll see you guys next time. It's like almost 12:30 at night now because I took a long time editing. Alright, well, bye-bye.